Nature never ceases to amaze us. In its darkest and deepest corners, it hides creatures so strange and terrifying that they defy imagination. What if I told you that there are animals that, at first glance, seem to have escaped from the gates of hell? Beings with such unique characteristics, so out of the ordinary, that they could be mistaken for nightmare monsters. Yet they are completely real. In this video, we will take you on a journey through the 10 most unsettling creatures in the animal kingdom. We will go from the curious and strange to the truly terrifying. Step by step, we will climb this list until we reach the most spine-chilling of them all. And I assure you, along the way, you will encounter beings that seem to come from another world. But be careful, because among them is a creature that dwells in rivers, whose monstrous appearance makes it one of the most feared of its kind. It's not a myth, it's not a legend, it's real, and you'll see it later on this journey. Get ready to meet the true emissaries of hell on earth. Here begins our countdown of animals that look like they came from hell, but are real. Number 10. We begin this list with a creature that, at first glance, looks like something straight out of a science fiction movie, or perhaps a nightmare. Small, strange, and with an appearance that seems to defy the rules of nature, our number the 10th of May be one of the least known creatures. But that doesn't make it any less unsettling. We are talking about the naked mole rat. The naked mole rat, scientifically known as Heterocephalus glaber, is a subterranean rodent native to East Africa. It lives in colonies underground, in dark and enclosed tunnels, which already adds to its mysterious aura. But what truly makes it worthy of this list is its appearance. It has no fur, its skin is wrinkled and translucent, and its body seems designed to survive in extreme conditions. Its eyes are tiny, almost useless, as it relies more on its sense of touch and smell to navigate. But the most terrifying feature of all is its massive, prominent front teeth, which it uses to dig tunnels, and which can move independently, as if they had a life of their own. Despite its size, don't underestimate it. This creature has characteristics that seem designed by evolution itself to defy the rules of biology. For instance, it can survive with oxygen levels that would kill almost any other mammal. Moreover, it appears to be practically immune to cancer, something that science is still trying to understand. And if that weren't enough, it has an unusually long lifespan for a rodent. It can live up to 30 years, a true record for animals of its size. Though it's not dangerous to humans, its appearance and abilities make it a true biological enigma. It's living proof that nature can create life forms that seem more suited for a laboratory or an alien world than for our planet. With this strange and fascinating being, we kick off our list. But if you think the naked mole rat is the strangest thing you'll see today, just wait, because the creatures that follow only get more terrifying. Number 9. At number 9, we find an inhabitant of the dark, damp tunnels of North America. At first glance, you might think this animal came straight out of a fantasy illustration. But no, it's completely real, and its appearance is as bizarre as it is effective. Let us introduce you to the star-nosed mole. Scientifically known as Condylura cristata, this small subterranean mammal measures about 20 centimeters in length. What truly makes it unique, and earns it a spot on this list, is its distinctive nose. Instead of an ordinary snout, the star-nosed mole has 22 fleshy appendages that form a kind of star around its nose. These appendages are not just for show. They are covered with more than 25,000 sensory receptors that allow it to detect even the slightest movements of its prey in complete darkness. It is the biological equivalent of an ultra-sensitive radar. Imagine this creature frantically burrowing in search of worms and insects, guided solely by its bizarre nose. In just milliseconds, it can determine whether something is edible, making it one of the most efficient hunters of its size. But its nose isn't the only eerie thing about it. Its body is designed to move through tight, wet tunnels, and its front legs act as powerful digging tools. Like the naked mole rat, the star-nosed mole is a master of underground survival, but with a much more unsettling appearance. Though it poses no threat to humans, watching it in action is enough to send chills down your spine. Its peculiar nose and hunting habits make it a true emissary of the underworld. Number 8. In the number 8 spot, we find a creature that seems straight out of medieval tales about dragons and winged beasts. But this is no mythological creature. It is completely real. The occupant of this spot is the large-eared nightjar. Scientifically known as Lyncornis macrotus, this nocturnal bird inhabits the forests of Southeast Asia. At first glance, it might be mistaken for an ordinary bird, but a closer look reveals its unusual appearance. This creature has enormous feathered ears that give it an eerie look, almost like horns, and a gray and brown plumage that allows it to blend perfectly with the trees. However, what truly earns it a place on this list is its nocturnal behavior and its large, glowing, piercing eyes that reflect the moonlight, giving it a ghostly aura. The large-eared nightjar has a silent flight, designed to surprise its prey. Insects it catches in complete darkness. Watching it move at night, it seems like a wandering spirit floating among the branches, silently stalking. Additionally, its call adds to its mysterious nature, a deep, repetitive sound that can be heard from a distance, creating an eerie atmosphere in the forests where it lives. For many local cultures, this bird is associated with superstitions and legends of guardian spirits or omens. Though it poses no danger to humans, its appearance, behavior, and aura make it a creature seemingly designed to inspire both curiosity and fear. It is a true nocturnal enigma that rightfully earns its place on this list. We leave behind the dark skies, where the large-eared nightjar revealed the most mysterious side of the night, to now dive into an even more unfathomable world. Deep in the ocean, where light never reaches, lives a creature whose appearance and name seem ripped straight from a horror story. Number 7. At number 7, we find a creature that not only impresses with its appearance, but also with its unique abilities to survive in one of the most hostile environments on the planet. With a gelatinous, dark red body, disproportionately large eyes, and a name that inspires fear, the vampire squid from hell is one of the strangest animals in the deep ocean. The vampire squid, whose scientific name literally translates to vampire squid from hell, inhabits the deep-sea regions where pressure is extreme and sunlight never reaches. This small cephalopod measures approximately 30 centimeters in length, but its size does not diminish the impact of its appearance. Its body is completely gelatinous, with a color that shifts between blood red and black depending on the light. It has a pair of large, glowing eyes that can appear blue or red depending on the angle, adding to its mysterious aura. But what truly gives it its name is a unique feature, a membrane connecting its arms, forming a cloak-like structure that, when spread open, gives it the appearance of a winged vampire. Despite its name, the vampire squid is not a lethal predator. Instead of actively hunting, it feeds on floating organic debris known as marine snow. However, its defense mechanism is what makes it truly fascinating. When threatened, it doesn't release ink like other squids, but instead ejects a cloud of bioluminescent mucus that confuses its predators and allows it to escape. This creature seems perfectly designed to survive in an environment where almost nothing else can, and its combination of elegance and strangeness makes it an emblematic inhabitant of the deep sea. The vampire squid showed us that the ocean depths are full of secrets, but what comes next takes the concept of the bizarre to another level. Number 6 presents a being that not only lives in water but seems to defy the very laws of anatomy. Number 6. In this spot we have an animal that, despite its small size, is surrounded by superstitions and mysteries. Its appearance and behavior have made it the protagonist of dark legends. Welcome to number 6, the aye-aye. The aye-aye is a primate endemic to Madagascar and one of the most unusual lemurs in existence. Its appearance is the first thing that stands out. A body covered in dark, unkempt fur, large pointed ears that give it a demonic look, and yellow eyes that glow in the dark. But its most peculiar feature is its third finger, long, thin like a bone, which it uses to search for insects beneath tree bark. This nocturnal creature is an expert insect hunter. Thanks to its ultra-sensitive hearing, it can detect the movement of larvae inside tree trunks. Once it identifies its prey, it uses its sharp teeth to pierce the wood, and with surgical precision, inserts its long finger to extract its target. The aye-aye is not only strange in its anatomy, it is also shrouded in myth. In some local cultures, its appearance is seen as a bad omen, believed to bring bad luck or even death. These superstitions have led to the eye being unfairly persecuted and regarded as a supernatural symbol. Though its appearance may be unsettling, the eye is a fascinating example of how evolution has shaped animals to adapt to their environment. Its uniqueness makes it a true enigma of nature. The eye has shown us that even in forests close to human civilization, creatures can emerge that seem straight out of mythology. But what awaits in spot number 5 will make you question the very nature of life. This time, we are diving into the depths once again, where we'll encounter a predator seemingly designed to terrify. Get ready, because things are about to get even stranger. Number 5. From the shadows of Madagascar's forests, where the eye proved that the bizarre can live surprisingly close, we now descend even further, this time into the ocean depths. There, in the murky waters, lives a creature whose camouflage and appearance seems straight out of a nightmare, a being that combines grotesqueness with predatory perfection. Welcome to number 5, the hairy frogfish. The hairy frogfish is a resident of tropical oceans, and its appearance is so bizarre that it could easily be mistaken for an alien creature. Its body is covered in hair-like filaments, which are actually extensions of its skin, designed to help it blend in with the coral and rocky seabed. This fish is an ambush predator. It doesn't chase its prey but lures them in instead. On top of its head, it has a fleshy appendage that acts as a lure, moving it like a worm to attract unsuspecting small fish. And when its prey gets close enough, the hairy frogfish opens its massive mouth in a movement so fast that it practically creates a vacuum, sucking in its victim in a fraction of a second. Its way of moving is also unusual. Instead of swimming like most fish, it uses its pectoral and pelvic fins like legs, walking clumsily along the ocean floor. This erratic movement, combined with its hairy appearance and hunting method, makes it one of the strangest and most fascinating creatures of the deep. Though it poses no danger to humans, its grotesque look and predatory behavior have made it a source of both fascination and fear among divers who are lucky, or unlucky, enough to encounter it. The hairy frogfish has shown us that the ocean depths can be as terrifying as they are mesmerizing. But what comes next is even more shocking. We are about to enter a world where creatures don't just look like they came from hell, they also possess abilities that defy the laws of nature. Are you ready to meet the inhabitant of spot number 4? Number 4. From the depths of the ocean, where the hairy frogfish showed us its ability to stalk and devour its prey, we now rise to the surface to face an equally unsettling being. We leave the water behind and venture into the dense tropical forests, where a creature lurks that seems straight out of our most primal nightmares. With gigantic legs, imposing fangs, and a size that defies imagination, this beast not only looks like it came from hell, but is also one of the largest and most feared spiders in the world. Welcome to number 4, the Goliath birdeater tarantula. The Goliath birdeater, native to the rainforests of South America, is a true giant among spiders. It can reach a size of up to 30 centimeters, 12 inches, in leg span, meaning it can easily cover a dinner plate. Its body, covered in brown and golden hairs, gives it a robust appearance that terrifies anyone who sees it up close. Though its sheer size is already intimidating, what truly makes it terrifying is its behavior. The Goliath birdeater is an opportunistic hunter. Unlike other spiders that primarily feed on insects, this predator has no problem attacking small rodents, birds, frogs, and even snakes. It uses its strength and fangs up to 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch, long to immobilize its prey before injecting a paralyzing venom. Despite its fearsome reputation, its venom is not lethal to humans. However, its urticating hairs tell a different story. When threatened, this tarantula can shoot these tiny barbed hairs from its abdomen, causing severe irritation to the skin and respiratory system. It's her way of warning that she is not to be underestimated. Another unique feature of this spider is the sound it produces. When feeling threatened, the Goliath birdeater can create a hissing noise by rubbing the bristles on its legs together, a sound that can be heard from several meters away, adding to its terrifying presence. Although it doesn't intentionally attack humans, its size, behavior, and defensive capabilities make it one of the most impressive and feared creatures in the animal kingdom. If you think the Goliath birdeater is the most terrifying thing you'll find on this list, Get ready for what's coming next. In number 3, we encounter a predator that seems specifically designed to instill fear. Number 3. With an appearance that blends the grotesque and the alien, this creature uses darkness as its greatest ally. Welcome to number 3, the black dragonfish. The black dragonfish is small in size but massive in intimidation. The females, which are significantly larger than the males, can grow up to 40 centimeters, 16 inches in length. Its body is long and slender, covered in dark, nearly black skin that allows it to disappear completely into the deep sea darkness. What stands out the most about its appearance is its huge jaw, lined with transparent needle-like teeth. These teeth, combined with its incredibly flexible jaw, allow it to devour prey larger than its own head. But its arsenal doesn't stop there. This fish has bioluminescent organs that function as lures to attract prey in total darkness. These organs emit a faint glow that hypnotizes smaller fish, leading them directly into its jaws. Aside from its terrifying appearance, the black dragonfish has a unique hunting strategy. Unlike other predators that actively chase their prey, this fish patiently lurks, relying on its camouflage and its bioluminescent trap to do the work. The males, although much smaller and less intimidating, have a specific role. Their only purpose is to reproduce with the females. Once they fulfill their role, their life comes to an abrupt end, adding a tragic yet fascinating touch to the biology of this species. Though it poses no direct threat to humans, the black dragonfish's appearance and predatory nature make it one of the most fearsome inhabitants of the deep ocean. The black dragonfish has shown us that the depths of the ocean conceal unimaginable horrors. But what comes next, in number 2, is a creature whose grotesque appearance and unique abilities have earned it the title of the Nightmare of the Deep. Number 2. In the number 2 spot, we find a predator that seems to be the very embodiment of fear. With an elongated snout, jaws that defy all logic, and a body that appears unchanged for millions of years, the goblin shark is a true living fossil and one of the strangest creatures in the ocean. Known as the living fossil, the goblin shark inhabits the deep ocean, at depths of over 1,200 meters. Its appearance makes it unmistakable, a long, flat snout resembling a sword, covered in sensory pores that can detect the electric fields of its prey. But what truly makes it terrifying is its jaws. When the goblin shark detects its prey, its jaws shoot forward in a way that looks straight out of a science fiction movie. This mechanism allows it to snatch its victims with impressive precision and speed, leaving them with almost no chance of escape. Once its mouth closes, its sharp, pointed teeth ensure that the prey cannot break free. The goblin shark can grow up to 4 meters long, and its body has a pale pink or grayish hue, giving it an even more ghostly appearance. This coloration comes from its translucent skin, which reveals the blood vessels beneath, further enhancing its eerie look. Despite its fearsome appearance, the goblin shark is a slow-moving predator and poses no threat to humans, as it lives in deep-sea regions where encounters with people are extremely rare. However, its looks and behavior make it one of the most fascinating and terrifying creatures in the ocean. So far, we have traveled through a world filled with creatures that seem to have come straight from hell. From the eye with its eerie gaze and unsettling fingers, to the big-eared nightjar, a nocturnal dweller surrounded by superstition, we plunged into the depths of the ocean to meet the vampire squid, the lethal black dragonfish, and the grotesque goblin shark, each more terrifying than the last. But now, we reach the climax of our list. What creature could possibly be more terrifying than everything we've seen so far? Number 1. In the darkest depths of the ocean dwells a true demon, a creature so horrifying that it has been nicknamed the Black Devil of the Deep. Introducing the ultimate winner of this list, the abyssal fish, specifically Melanocetus johnsoni. This fish inhabits the deepest and darkest regions of the ocean, where sunlight never reaches. Its body is small, reaching only about 20 centimeters, but its size does nothing to lessen the impact of its terrifying appearance. The most striking feature of this fish is its massive head, crowned by an oversized mouth filled with razor-sharp, transparent teeth that seem perfectly designed to shred anything unfortunate enough to cross its path. But its most iconic trait is the bioluminescent lure protruding from its forehead, an eerie appendage that it uses to attract prey. In the absolute darkness of the deep sea, this lure emits a faint glow that deceives unsuspecting small fish, leading them straight into its deadly trap. The abyssal fish is an efficient predator, evolved to survive in a harsh environment where every meal could be its last. What makes it even stranger is its bizarre method of reproduction. Females, much larger than males, allow the males to fuse with their bodies, becoming permanent parasites that provide sperm in exchange for sustenance. This unique behavior adds a surreal touch to a creature that already seems too fantastical to be real. The abyssal fish is not just terrifying because of its appearance, it is a combination of factors that place it at the very top of this list. Its cunning hunting tactics, its existence in a nearly uninhabitable environment, and its strange reproductive method make it one of the most fascinating and frightening creatures on the planet. But wait, don't leave just yet. Remember how, at the beginning, I mentioned a monstrous creature that lurks in rivers? Although the abyssal fish holds the #1 spot, there is one creature that simply could not be left off this list. It is so bizarre and mythical that it doesn't fit into any conventional ranking. That's why we've reserved it for Zero Zone, a place where the bizarre and the unbelievable come together. Zero Zone. In this spot, we have a creature straight out of Australia's most chilling legends. While many consider it just a myth, some sightings and real-life cases suggest that this creature may not be as fictional as once thought. Here we present the legendary bunyip. The bunyip is one of Australia's most persistent legends. According to stories, it inhabits freshwater bodies and emerges to attack any intruder who ventures too close to its territory. Its appearance is difficult to define, as descriptions vary. Some say it has the body of a hippopotamus with a long neck and a horse-like head, while others describe it as a hybrid between a crocodile and a giant seal. In every depiction, the bunyip inspires fear. It is said to have glowing eyes that pierce through the darkness and to emit a deep, deafening roar that echoes throughout its habitat, paralyzing anyone who hears it. Some stories claim it can devour people whole, while others associate it with a vengeful spirit that punishes those who desecrate sacred waters. Although there is no scientific evidence to confirm the bunyip's existence, its legend is so deeply ingrained in Australian culture that it has even intrigued researchers. Some believe the stories might have been inspired by sightings of extinct animals, such as the diprotodon, a giant marsupial that roamed Australia thousands of years ago. However, the mystery remains. Every remote lake or river could be home to this elusive creature, serving as a living reminder that nature and the unknown will always hold a place for the unexplainable.